Pakistan cricket at its best. 1 minute down, next minute up.
Thank you everybody for joining me once again. Saj Sadek here, bringing you another exclusive interview for PakPassion. Delighted to be joined by 27-year-old wicketkeeper batsman. He's the son of a Pakistan great, a World Cup winner. He was part of the 1992 World Cup winning squad. He's played 14 T20Is for Pakistan. He's a regular pick for Islamabad United in PSL, and he's a regular pick around the world in T20 franchise leagues. Delighted to be joined by Azam Khan. Azam, hope you're well.
All good, yes, Alhamdulillah, perfectly fine.
Azam, I think first and foremost, is it more difficult for a cricketer to be the son of somebody who has captained Pakistan, played for Pakistan for many years? Does that add more pressure on you?
Personally, I think it does add much pressure on me because, in Pakistan, it's a big stigma that if you're son of a former cricketer, so people that they don't like it that much because they think that uh, like he has come on a source in the team, or I would say like he's privileged, so he shouldn't play the sport. But I was completely against it because um, in my school days, I asked my dad that I wanted to play cricket. So he told me that like all these things that's like I would say all these negative people that would talk behind my back that he shouldn't play cricket and everything. That's so he said that it will come with time. So yeah, I was quite aware of it, and I'm happy that I'm in a good place now.
Talk about your wicket keeping. Is that something that came naturally, or was it something that you developed later on when you actually started playing cricket? Because a lot of wicket keepers I've seen, that they want to wicket keep right from the start of their career.
Honestly, I started my hardball cricket as a leg spinner plus batter, and one day when my dad saw me bowling leg spin, so I think he suggested me to wicket keep. So that was like quite a funny moment there. So he asked me to take on the gloves because he said that it will give you an extra advantage to be in the team, and being a good wicket keeper, keeping the stumps and like doing some glove work behind. I think even if you get like two, three catches or like a good stumping, or if you take a part in a good run out, so I think that adds a bit more confidence to the team. So I think that was the case with me that my dad he asked me to take on the gloves, and it continued from there.
You're a pretty laid back, chilled character. I don't think you take much pressure, fun-loving guy. You enjoy your cricket, but the personal remarks and some of the body shaming stuff that must hurt, Azam.
It did hurt in the initial stages, but not anymore because I've been always like this. Like since I was a kid, I was always bulky and like a bit chubby. But with time and everything, I have to accept that my body it is in a certain way that I have to change. But right now, I'm like trying to work on it. I'm already in Lahore working on my fitness and my game at the NCA. But yeah, everything it like my weight loss, it won't happen drastically or like in a sudden couple of weeks or in a couple of days. It needs time. And for the past 4 or 5 years, I've been playing a lot of cricket, so I didn't have the time to focus on my fitness rather than like I had some bad eating habits, but that's not an excuse anymore. But yeah, right now I think I have the right time so I can like work on my fitness and be a bit more leaner, I guess.
Looking at your first class record, and in 5 years since you made your debut, you've only played 16 matches, first class matches, and your last match was in 2022. Many will say that even whilst you've been busy playing T20 leagues around the world, that's not a lot of first class cricket, is it?
Yeah, it's not a lot of first class cricket because I would say like since I made my T20 debut, I've been starting playing like league cricket all around the world, and I started off with Lanka Premier League as my first international league, and then I went to the T10. So the time period between those leagues were like at the same time. So I didn't had like much time, and even I was a pro at the CPL as well. So all these cricket, it will happen at the same time as the first class cricket. So uh, I played some first class cricket back in 2022 when I got dropped from the World Cup squad, and I scored a couple of 50s and hundreds in that first class competition. So it really taught me a lot about my game and everything. And the same year I shifted from Quetta Gladiators to Islamabad United. So that first class cricket really helped me. And I know I haven't played much first class cricket, but it reminds me of the good thing that I did on the field, and it helps me a lot while I'm playing the T20 cricket as well about the situations and how to tackle different kind of scenarios. So yeah, it really helped a lot.
What do you say to critics who suggest that your selection in the Pakistan Super League initially at Quetta Gladiators was because of nepotism? And again, we go back to the point that we were making at the start, about your dad obviously being a high-profile cricketer in Pakistan.
Mm.
What do you say to those people who say that?
Honestly, the same year when I got selected for Quetta Gladiator, that was PSL 3. Every player from my batch, they played the under 19 for Pakistan that year. It was Abdullah Shafiq, Shaheen Shafi, I think most of the players that I know, Mohammad Hasnain, Musa Khan, and I was in the Pakistan under 19 squad, but I didn't travel because of some age issue that PCB had done something like I would say they were wrong in some certain areas about my age. So there was an age criteria, so I didn't travel with the team. But every single player from that batch uh, was, I think they were in the draft for the PSL. And suppose, I'm not saying, I mean, initially my name was put in by Multan Sultans by Haider Azhar in the PSL draft, but they didn't pick me because they already had Kumar Sangakkara in the squad. I'm not saying that they would pick me instead of Kumar Sangakkara, but he's a legend, and so when Quetta Gladiators they had the pick, so they picked me in that squad, and I was a supplementary player. So yeah, that's how it started.
You played 13 innings for Pakistan and in T20 format, and you only averaged 8.8 as you must be really disappointed with those numbers. I mean, that's not you really, is it? You must have expected a better performance. What went wrong?
Uh, Honestly, in 2021, when I made my debut for Pakistan, I only played like 2 games. In the first game, I played like 3 balls, scored 5 runs, not out. Finished the innings, came back, and in the second game, we were chasing around 200. And when I went into bat, the average was already like 16 plus when I went into bat. So I can't like score my own runs there, and definitely have to score runs for the team. So I got out early, and then I got dropped from the squad, and I got dropped from the World Cup squad. So then it was like quite tough on me, but I think I'm personally very disappointed with the run, the average that I have in T20 international because I know I can do much better than that. But there's a lot of difference in international cricket and league cricket, so I think I have to work more hard to score runs in international cricket. But I don't have to put pressure on myself or on my mind. I have to play with a free mind and everything because whenever I go into bat, I know all these guys, they would call me like they would chant me in different ways and like they would call me different names. Like I don't want to speak about it here, but it's very hurtful. So, but in the end, as a player, I would say that I'm very disappointed with myself with the numbers I have in international cricket. But in the end, if I ever make a comeback, I'll inshallah try to score some runs for the country. Yeah.
Many Pakistani cricketers struggle with that jump from domestic cricket, whether it be T20s, ODI, or the Test format. Azam, and you've just mentioned there about the jump from domestic cricket in Pakistan to international cricket. It seems to be a huge gap these days, doesn't it? That in Pakistan domestic cricket compared to international cricket. Why do you think that is?
I think because when we had the five, I think we had when in 2019 when the structure was changed and we had only like five teams in domestic structure, so we had like more competition and cricket was quite competitive back then, like 4 years ago. But now if you see, you have like 16 teams, you have like a lot of players, so the competition goes down. And Pakistan is a country where like almost every other kid they play cricket. So I think the competition has gone down a bit because when I played my last T20 game for Karachi, we played like 13 games in 15 days, and then the amount of competition, because we were playing a live game and team would like a whole team would get out on 80 runs or 90 runs, and we know that that's not the standard we want to play on. So when we started the Super 8 competition, that's when the real competition started, and like we knew that yeah, this is going to be tough now. But playing a T20 game, I think it's much more tough because within 80 minutes you have to complete the whole overs. You have to complete all 20 overs. So when we were playing those games, we were like, I was like very disappointed with all the teams that were not performing, and there were like high quality players in there. Like if you bowl a team out under 90 or under 80 runs in a T20 game, you've won 75% of the game. So like standard was a bit down, but I think personally when we played the five state tournament, like when we had the five provinces, so I think that was the time when cricket was like the toughest because every other team they had like 4 to 5 test bowlers in their team, so the competition was very high back then.
Coming on to the PSL, you've always done well in that tournament. Whether you were at Quetta and then Islamabad, and you were a regular pick, and it was a tournament that you were always successful and have done well in. But I think the last PSL, you only played 7 games for Islamabad United. A little bit disappointing.
Yeah, it was a bit disappointing, but honestly, Islamabad was the one who changed my purpose of playing cricket. I think Islamabad is one of the best franchises that I've ever played for. I've said this almost every time because the man management is so nice. They let you be yourself. You don't have to put added pressure on the player. The player himself, he knows what's like wrong with their technique or like what are their flaws. Because at this level, when you're playing at the highest level, you don't need coaching. Like you don't need someone who will make you learn new things, but it's actually like I would say strengthening your strengths more, I would say. So you need like fine tuning and everything while you're playing a tough competition. But if a guy is performing, no one would go to him and give him confidence. If a player is down, that's where I think Islamabad United is the best franchise because when you are down, they're always behind you. So I think, yeah.
You've not been selected for the CPL this time, which is ongoing at the moment. It's a tournament that you've regularly been picked in. Is that a concern, Azam, when you put so much time and energy and focus into T20 franchise leagues and suddenly to have not been picked for some tournaments? Is that a little bit of a worry?
Yeah, it is a sign of worry, I would say, but you know, I think bad form is not like permanent. I think it's temporary, and one good innings will bring you back on track. So I think my whole year wasn't that great. Even I played like ILT20, PSL. I didn't get a chance to bat in the T10 and CPL. I didn't play well. So yeah, it was a tough year for me. But everything is not permanent in life. So I would say that I was like I always tell this to myself that you're one good innings away. So yeah, I'm just finding that, and inshallah, hopefully it'll come back soon.
We've been watching much of Pakistan lately, and obviously the media, the fans, everybody around the world is a little bit concerned about the way Pakistan are playing at the moment. Have you spotted anything? You must be a little bit disappointed with the way they've been playing as well.
I think in T20 format, I think we're doing good, but I think in the one day format, because Pakistan is not playing enough Test cricket in the whole year. I think they only have like two Test matches. But yeah, I was a bit disappointed with the one day performance that we did in the West Indies. But in the end, I would say I don't play the one day format that much. But yeah, when you see the guys, like it's a bit disappointing because in one format you're doing like you're doing great in like the T20s because it's a shorter format, and like people prefer to watch T20 cricket over one day and Test cricket, especially in Pakistan because it's a working nation, and people don't have much time to go like from 9 to 5 to go watch a cricket game on a weekday. So I think T20 is like more convenient for people to watch, and that's why I think most of our newcoming guys, they wanna play T20 cricket because it's like less time, more money, and you pack a couple of $100,000 and you go back home. So I think it's a bit concerning for Pakistan cricket, but I would suggest every young cricketer to play first class cricket so your basics are strong.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you that. Do you think T20 cricket, whilst the money is great, the opportunities to play with some big names all around the world,
Yeah.
it all sounds fantastic, but do you think it's doing a little bit of damage to sort of young up and coming cricketers, not just in Pakistan, but around the world?
I think it can do a bit of damage because if you see like most of the guys now, like Henrik Klassen, Nicholas Puran, all these guys, they retired from their international countries and they want to play T20 cricket now because it pays them so much. Like like they don't have to go anywhere. Like if you see Nicholas Puran, he would like easily make $2-3 million a year. Like Henrik Klassen, he plays the IPL, like all these tough competitions. So they'll like back $1 million and enjoy their life. So it is a bit concerning, and but same thing I always say this that I think first class cricket should be a priority for every young cricketer, especially uh till from the under 19s. I think it was a bit concerning because in the PSL they would have an emerging player in every squad who would play in the playing 11. So I think yeah, it sounds concerning, but I would personally suggest all the young under 19 cricketers like to play red ball cricket, and because at this age if they make their basics strong, it will help them a lot in every format, even like one days or T20s if your basics are right. So I think the chances of being out of form is like much less.
Ups and downs are part of a professional sportsman's career. And your dad, when he played, former Pakistan captain, as I mentioned earlier, he had lots of ups and downs in his career. Is he there for
Yeah.
you? What advice is he giving you, especially at this moment in time where, I won't be wrong in saying, but you're on a little bit of a downer at the moment. What's he saying to you?
Personally, I think he's very good with I think he's very good with the suggestions and everything that he gives me. So I think I asked him that I want to go to Lahore for like 2 months and train because I have a lot of friends in Karachi and I have a lot of distractions. So he was the one who told me that yeah, you should go to another city and like focus on your training, focus on your cricket. So I think Lahore was the best option for me because we have a cricket center here, and I think it's working out for me. I've been here for like 10-15 days now, and inshallah, um, the advices he gave me, I try to implement it on the ground, but I have my own certain way to play cricket because I've been playing a lot of T20 cricket. I'm almost about to play like 200 games. I'm like 10 games away, I believe. So I've played a lot of T20 cricket, but I want to play like all three formats. I won't say like for Pakistan right now, but like in the domestic structure, I would try and play all three formats so I can like regain some form and confidence and inshallah knock the door again.
Last couple of questions. You mentioned distractions. What sort of distractions are there in Karachi?
No, I have a lot of friends because most of my friends they're in the showbiz business, and every other day we're like going out, hanging out. So I personally think that yeah, it needs to stop for a bit, and I have to focus on what I have to do in the future. So I don't worry much about the future, but I personally think we have to take like step by step and try to improve every other day. Even if I have a chance to improve like 1% every day, I would definitely do it.
Well, that was going to be my last question. You as somebody who doesn't worry or look too far into the future, but you must have some ideas of where you want your career to go. Because as I said at the start, you're only 27. You've got a good few years of cricket left in you. What are the plans?
Oh, the plans are to play at the highest level. That's all. And to play at the highest level, I think you have to train. Your mentality has to be like that. Uh, you have to be the best, and you have to train to be the best. So I think there are a lot of players who have played international cricket and they've vanished, but the guys who have like sustained their and been at the top, I think the hard work for that is like completely different rather than like being there and coming out. I think that's a different story for everyone. But for me, it's like if I want to sustain, then I have to work like double of what I'm doing now.
Well, Azam, it's been a pleasure speaking with you, and I wish you all the best. Enjoy your training in Lahore, away from all the distractions of Karachi. And as I say, all the best for the future. Hopefully, we'll see you back in T20 leagues in domestic cricket, and who knows, maybe in a Pakistan shirt in future. Really appreciate your time, and many thanks.
Inshallah. Very soon. Thank you. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.